When someone is later in dementia, Ruby, Pearl, fine motor skills are disappearing with rapid pace or slow, but the ability to chew, to swallow, well, it's there, but not nearly as skillful. There's more munching than there is grinding. And the ability to use the fingers and the hand is not so great. Much more likely to use hands more like this than they are like that. We also have issues with not recognizing hunger, thirst, a need to eat, a need to drink, and the ability to initiate and independently do this activity may be absent or at least not present when we get started with each meal or even each drink or bite. So what we're going to do is demonstrate how we might support someone who's in this state so that they feel totally engaged in the activity and not being done to. I want to position myself so that we become a single unit. You and me become we. So I'm going to bring myself in really tight. My back thigh is right against the back of the chair. My upper body is against her upper arm, the outside of it. It's all going to start with what we put over their clothing to protect the clothing. All too often, people think about bibs. And when you think of bibs, you think of, oh, what do you think of when you think of bibs, Regina?
Baby.
Babies. And I don't want to babyfy this human being. I want to make sure this human being is a mature adult. So what we have are dining scarves. They're easy enough to make. You can make them out of fleece or you can have someone create them. The goal of the dining scarf is to cover the clothing, protect the clothing, and if there are spills, the spill is on the dining scarf and not on the person's clothes. But it also just looks pretty attractive. You can pick your own fabric, you could pick your own design. Then what I'm going to do is have her rest her hand on my hand. My hand is under hers. I'll use my left hand as an assist to move items or objects into reach. I bring my left hand under her arm. On some occasions, I might have her hold on to me. On others, I might simply let her hand rest. I'm going to bring the cup up. And what I'm listening for is the sound of the swallow. Yeah, she did right away. When the liquid came up, I tipped the cup, her lips closed up on it. There's another swallow. So we've had 2 sips. Now we're ready to see what happens when we go to a food item. I'm going to engage her other hand to help me hold the bowl. And now we're going to take a bite. Notice that I'm not touching her lips. When the spoon comes up and she's ready for the bite, she opens her lips. I come back down and pause. You might even notice that I move the spoon a little to get her to notice that we're ready for another bite. I might clean the edge of the spoon off. I'm also watching and listening for a swallow. Oh, there we go. All right. And now we're ready for another bite. Again, the movement comes with my fingers and she's resting. Now, if she starts to look like she's getting the idea of it, I might support her figuring out how she can do this and bring it up. Now, she may do that for a bite or two, but then if we were to switch out, she may or may not be able to figure out what to do with a cup. I could try it this way, or I can come underneath and do it this way. Hey, lady. Looking good? Let's have a little more. So it may look like this is going slowly, but it's going actually at the right pace. When you are going to support someone with eating, see if you can't get them to enjoy the meal rather than simply get through the meal. Because one of the few pleasures humans might actually still identify might be what they decide to put inside. But we might have to provide a lot of support.